Hi, Amanda. This is Catherine Messick. I'm just responding to your video. A couple of things. I agree. The first video with Reed, it was just a hot mess. They just came in just ready to deny. And, after reading, or I shouldn't say reading, I should say watching everyone's response, I also thought about something else. Like, where was the general education teacher from the Kennedy Center? Like, they kept saying that, oh, he'll be in a general education classroom for half of his day. So where was that person? Or where was a general education teacher representing the Kennedy School? And who's going to be his case manager at the Kennedy School? It wouldn't be the district overall special education director. They don't typically take on individual caseloads. So is the SLP going to be the case manager? And then also, where's the SLP for the Jones School? If they were going to have SLP services, like where were they? Typically they would be there, or at least a special education teacher from the Jones School as like a deciding, body. So it seems to me like they just brought in the woman who's going to say, no. And I have no idea what I would do with a child with a hearing disability in my classroom. I've never had one before. It's like they really wanted to show a bad side to the Jones School versus the Kennedy School. So it seemed kind of odd that there are a lot of stakeholders not around. And then, I don't know. I just thought that was kind of out of the ordinary. And then, you were talking about the principal being in the IEP meetings. I'm not sure what state you're from, but here in Missouri, a administrator is required to be in our IEP meetings. And so there's always a principal or an assistant principal that goes to every single one of the special education IEP meetings, whether it be at the elementary level, middle school level, or high school level. So that was kind of a regular occurrence for me, though I was surprised to see the para, because a lot of times we do not have paras in our meetings. Even though I really wish sometimes that they would be included, because they're the ones that are working one-on-one, in kind of a different situation. Like, they're in the general education classroom, and yes, the general education teacher, I think, is definitely a stakeholder in all of this. But it's the para that a lot of the times that is kind of more helping with that individualized instruction and guiding in areas of struggle and kind of helping the general education teacher. So I always think that, it is strange that paras are not invited to those meetings more often. Maybe it's a scheduling issue, or maybe it's a certification issue. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I was impressed by the plethora of people, and the tutor was there. In Missouri, you are allowed to bring an outside advocate if you want to. However, you have to sign off as a parent giving permission to that outside advocate to speak on your behalf. So I don't know how that tutor would, I guess that'd be an advocate. I'm not sure what role that would play. I guess it depends on whatever state Jacob's situation's in. So, I was impressed by all the stakeholders being there, and just the fluidity of the way that the meeting went. It was very smooth, and I felt it was a very positive experience, versus Reed's was very, I finished that video angry. So anyway, those are my 2 cents.